Introduction: A Job Too Good to Be True. Millie Calloway's life is falling apart when the story begins. She has no job, no money, and no home. Worse, she has a criminal record, something that instantly shuts doors the moment she tries to start over. Living out of her car, hungry and hopeless, she stumbles upon a job listing: a live-in housemaid position for a wealthy family. The ad says she'll be provided with room and board, plus a salary. It sounds like the perfect opportunity. A chance at stability. A chance at a fresh start. But deep inside, Millie knows the truth of life. If something seems too good to be true, it usually is. Still, she's desperate. She applies, and she gets the job. That's when the story takes a dark turn. The Winchester's mansion. The family she works for is the Winchesters: Nina, Andrew, and their young daughter, Cecilia. From the outside, they seem like a dream. A perfect, beautiful family, living in a huge, elegant home. But it doesn't take long for Millie to realize things aren't as they seem. Nina, the lady of the house, is stunning but unhinged. One moment, she's sweet and charming. The next, she's screaming at Millie for the smallest things. She'll accuse her of things she hasn't done. She'll leave messes intentionally, then berate Millie for not cleaning fast enough. Her moods swing like a pendulum, and Millie quickly realizes she has to tread carefully. Cecilia, their daughter, is spoiled and bratty, often acting out in disturbing ways. She lies, throws tantrums, and sometimes mimics her mother's cruelty. Andrew, the husband, is different. He's kind, calm, and treats Millie with respect. He apologizes when Nina explodes, making excuses for her behavior. Slowly, Millie begins to wonder if maybe he's trapped in a toxic marriage. A victim of Nina's unpredictable moods, just like she is. At first, Millie tries to put up with everything. After all, she has a roof over her head and meals to eat. But as the days go on, the psychological abuse intensifies. Nina plays cruel mind games, deliberately testing her limits. The locked room. There's one detail about the mansion that immediately unnerves Millie: the attic room she's given to live in. The attic is dusty, cramped, and unsettling. The windows don't open, and the door locks from the outside. When Millie asks about it, Nina brushes it off. "Old houses have strange locks," she says. But Millie can't shake the feeling that she's not the first maid to live here, and not the first one to be locked inside. At night, as she lies in bed, Millie sometimes hears noises. Faint scratching, strange echoes, as if the house itself is keeping secrets. The atmosphere is suffocating, but she has no choice. She stays. The mind games begin. Nina escalates her torment day by day. She accuses Millie of stealing clothes or jewelry. She deliberately ruins meals, then blames Millie. She mocks Millie's background, subtly reminding her she's nothing but a criminal who should be grateful for scraps. Yet, Nina's cruelty isn't constant. Sometimes she's sweet, almost friendly, which only confuses Millie more. The unpredictability is exhausting. A classic cycle of abuse. The only relief Millie finds is in Andrew. When Nina is particularly vicious, Andrew quietly comforts Millie. He tells her not to take it personally. He praises her for her hard work. He even smiles at her in a way that makes her heart race. Soon, Millie begins to see him as a savior figure, a good man trapped in a toxic marriage with a manipulative, unstable wife. And that's when Millie starts to think maybe she could be the one to help him. Maybe she could replace Nina. A dangerous attraction. The tension between Millie and Andrew grows quietly. They share small moments, lingering eye contact, casual conversations, unspoken understanding. For Millie, who has been starved of kindness, Andrew feels like a lifeline. Nini Yud notices, of course. She's not blind, and her cruelty toward Millie only worsens. The more Andrew defends her, the more vicious Nina becomes. It feels like a silent war, one that Millie believes she can win if she just holds on. But as the game intensifies, the mansion's locked doors, Nina's strange behavior, and Cecilia's disturbing actions begin to paint a darker picture. Something doesn't add up. Something feels staged. The shocking twist. And then it happens. The twist that flips the entire story upside down. Everything Millie thought she knew about Nina, Andrew, the house, and her own role in this family turns out to be a carefully constructed illusion. Without spoiling the book in full detail, here's what you need to know. Nina isn't the unstable monster Millie thought she was. Andrew isn't the innocent, kind husband trapped in a nightmare marriage. The locked attic room, the manipulation, the cruel games, they all have a chilling purpose. Millie realizes too late that she isn't the predator in this story. She's the prey, and the Winchesters have been playing a far more dangerous game than she ever imagined. Themes of the story. Freida McFadden masterfully uses this thriller to explore themes of deception. People are rarely who they appear to be. Power and control. The entire story is a chess game of who holds power and who is willing to fight for. Iturturun survival. Millie isn't just fighting for a job. She's fighting for her life. Class divide. The wealthy Winchesters use their privilege like a weapon against someone desperate and vulnerable. Why readers love it. The Housemaid has become a bestseller because it grabs readers by the throat from page 1 and doesn't let go. The tension is relentless, the characters are layered, and the twists are unpredictable. Millie is relatable. In her flaws, she's not perfect, but her desperation makes her human. Nina is fascinating in her unpredictability, and Andrew's carefully crafted facade keeps readers guessing until the very end. The brilliance of the novel is that just when you think you know the truth, Freida McFadden pulls the rug out from under you. Conclusion: a house full of secrets. By the end, The Housemaid leaves readers questioning everything. Who can you trust? How well do you really know the people you live with? And how far would you go to escape your past or survive your present? It's a story that blends psychological suspense with gothic undertones, keeping you on edge until the very last page. Thanks for watching this summary of The Housemaid by Freida McFadden. If you enjoyed the story and want more book breakdowns like this, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Which book should I cover next? Let me know. I'd love to hear your suggestions. Until next time, happy reading.